Well, hello everybody, it's coffee time. Are y'all having coffee? Our weather's about the same. About the same, folks. I have got one of these on the little skillet here, letting it brown. Upside down. Extreme. These I get at our store. Now this is some Italian style white cheese. I love white cheese. So over here, I've just started this, but it's going to be getting there in just a second. No problems with it. This is good old Duke's, and I'm going to put, don't judge me. Yes, I'm going to put a little Duke's on this hot tortilla, because I'm doing steak tonight. I love steak with the mayonnaise. If you've never tried it, when you get through saying, ooh, go ahead and try it. You might like it. Who knows? Just a touch, folks. Just a touch of Duke's. You can leave that part off. I know some of you are saying, I will. All right, let's open our cheese. I usually open this before I get here with y'all because as much as I love freshly shredded bagged cheese, they sure do know how to seal her up. And sometimes I rip the whole little thing off, trying to get into it. All right, now let's start out with our Italian cheese right on top of here. You could use mozzarella if you had mozzarella. If I had mozzarella, I might have used it. Now what I did, I cheated just a little bit. And I went ahead and heated this in the microwave in my little microwave bowl. And I'm not going to think it's going to take all this. This is leftover pot roast from Sunday. And look at there, that's plenty and plenty for another. Plenty and plenty for another. Now those are already hot. That's hot. Everything's hot but the cheese and a little bit of mayonnaise. And that's just some sweet peppers, you know, I used them last night, and some Texas sweet onion, you know, I used it. Let's see what we look like. Oh, we look like perfection. We look like perfection, folks. Look here. Now that is brown. I'm going to squirt a little olive oil in there for flavor. But this is in butter. So this is browned butter, folks. That makes it so good. If you haven't tried fixing your tortillas in butter, give it a whirl. I recommend it because it is so crispy and delicious and brown. Now I know I had done a little of this ahead of time tonight, but not much and not long. I simply put it in the microwave for 2.5 minutes and I took it out when it was just at 2 minutes. That was the leftover pot roast and the pepper and the onion. And then this, I just put it on right before we started. But it was really hot. Look at that cheese. Let's come there and look at it. That's the peppers and the onions and the steak and the cheese and a little bit of mayo. A little bit of mayo. We can still be friends if you don't want mayo on yours. That's no problem. We can still get along. Now then, and I did sprinkle just a dash of that in my meat and my onions and my peppers. Sour cream, here we go. I'm just going to put a dollop of this sour cream right here on top of this good hot fajita is what I'm calling it. What do you all want to call it? Seems like they call these different things according to the way they're folded. I don't know. I'm not an expert at that. I need to learn more, I'm sure. But that's it, folks. That's supper in a dash. A splash and a dash. So what are y'all having tonight? I'm back to just getting those watchings. You know how I used to get so-and-so's watching but getting comments? That's what I'm getting tonight. Everybody's watching. I need your comments so we can see what's going on. Most times I slide you over I'll slide you over and leave you while we pray. Then I'll slide you back and see what she's saying. Hopefully it'll be on there. All right, this is off. We're good. Let's bless our meal. I'll let you see it again. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this opportunity to partake of this food. We just thank you for nourishing our bodies. And Lord, we thank you for our friends that are gathered here tonight. We just pray for a hedge of protection around them. And Lord, if there's a need in their lives and they have a prayer request or spoken or unspoken, Lord, we pray that we'll answer it. Lord, you know Mama's out on the road, and we just pray for road mercy for her, and hopefully she's having a wonderful time. You be with us in everything that we do and say. In your name we pray. Amen. All right, folks, there it is. Let's try it, okay? So once again, I'll peek inside. See, look at that steak, the peppers, that melted cheese. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. There it is. Now, let's see. I probably don't need a knife. Sometimes I cut these and make them look a little better. Sometimes I just fork them off one piece at a time. That little bit of Duke's gives it a little bit of a tang, almost like I made it sauce and put it in there. It's okay to lick your fingers if you're through cooking. It is. I looked it up. Steak and cheese and peppers. Absolutely delicious. Now I'm getting comments. Hey, John from East Connecticut. Hey, Brenda, how are you? Hey, Amy Hill. Looking good, John. So good to catch you from Johnson City, Tennessee. Well, Amy Hill, you're just right up the road. You're a neighbor. Cheeseburgers for you tonight, Betty. That sounds good, too. Looks delicious, Preston. It is delicious. And you know what's even best about it is it was leftovers. That meat was. And had the peppers already. Didn't have to buy a thing for this. And it's so simple and so easy. That's my favorite thing. That's my favorite thing. Simple, easy, and delicious. Look at there. That pot roast was so tender. And this is still so tender. It's absolutely delicious. Now, some people make these double deckers. They put 2 tortillas and then they cut them, which is a good way to do it, especially if you have a family or children, more than one child especially. But these are so good. Try the brown butter. I used to only fix them in olive oil. And then I went to brown butter. And then I said, I think I'm going to stay with that brown butter. You are at a different angle tonight. We're back to watching. What happened? I've got 3 comments, and the rest of them are just watching. That makes it a quesadilla. Susan. So what's this? What am I eating, Susan? Did I mistitle? So when you fold it over, is that... I think a fajita is just the meat and the vegetables and then the uncooked tortillas, maybe. I probably put the wrong title on here. Is this a quesadilla? Love making quesadillas. Well, Wendy, I guess it is. Okay, so we'll call this a quesadilla. Correction on the title, folks. I have been told this is a quesadilla. When I order a fajita at the restaurant, so this is what I get: pepper, onions, meat, some kind of sauce, some salsa, some lettuce, tomato, some gazpacho, something like that with it on a tortilla, or with a tortilla, maybe it is. Maybe they're supposed to be steamed. Whatever I got right here is delicious. So you all get you some of these. Extreme Wellness. These are pretty good. They're high fiber. They've got burritos. See, if you roll it up, it's a burrito. If you fold it up, it's a quesadilla. If you wad it up and dip it up, then it's fajitas. Is that what y'all are telling me? I don't know what's going on with no comments. Only watchings. There's a comment. Every live that I have watched in the past few days has had the same problem. In the audio, video are not in sync. Really? Well, Joanne, I'm in the club then. Hi, John and Mama. Happy Wednesday. Blessings. Yes, it's a wonderful Wednesday. Mama is doing great. I talked to her today. She's on a train. She's on a train. I don't know what train. I don't know. She's going to give you the details. I told her last night, I said, you've been taking good notes. Because I really ain't keeping up with what you're doing every day, and they're wanting to know. So they'll be expecting you to come up with a report. So you got homework. She said, well, you know me, I like to talk. So she said that. And you all see sometimes she don't talk, but she does like to talk about traveling or gardening. Loves to talk about gardening. She does. I've been keeping an eye on the garden. I swear it looks like it's grown several inches. It's green, it's lush, but we've had rain and just a dab of sunshine, and everything just seems to be flourishing. Doing a great job. Mama must have tended to it a little extra last week, so she knew she wasn't going to be here to tend to it today, or this week. Folks, we're back to watching. I've swiped. I don't know. I've got to go. I'm a single fur baby parent today, so I've got to go tend to Maggie. She's laying in here, but she'll be wanting to go out and roam for 10, 15 minutes, but we're going to hurry it up tonight. I've got church. Anyway, we'll go tend to Maggie. I'm sure somebody will be out here in a minute. The babysit. If I left her alone now, and Mama not here, and her not thinking Mama's ever coming back, Maggie's convinced that Mama's just left her forever. I tell her every day, your Mama will be home in a few days. Your Mama is coming. When I left this morning, I said, I know your Mama ain't here, but your friends are here. You be good today. And I will be back. Don't you think I've left? I ain't riding no trains. I wonder if she knows what we say sometimes. I know she knows some things, but I wonder sometimes when I'm explaining something to her, does she know when I say I'm coming back? Don't you get upset? Got a good report today. Maggie did wonderful. I said, did she pace all that? No. No, she didn't pace today. She ain't pacing me. She didn't even pace last night, but she did move into my bedroom last night, into her spare bed. And she hadn't been in that bed in a long time. But when I got ready to go to bed, here she came. Just like she'd come in there forever. Jumped in her bed and looked at me like, what are you looking at? I'm always here. I love it. I love her little personality. Well, folks, I'm going to eat my, what y'all call it, a quesadilla. my quesadilla. And then I'm going to take care of her. And then I'm going to run. So, I'll talk to Mama tonight and I'll get an estimated time of her arrival. Or what day even. I'm assuming it may not be tomorrow, or we might have talked about it this morning. Is that good information? But she's having a good time, enjoying herself. She was laughing this morning at 6 o'clock when I called her. I said, well, you're up, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. She said, yeah, I'm ready. I thought maybe we should get a train here. She'd get up early and be tickled to get up. Folks, try that butter. That butter's good. I know it ain't the healthiest. Olive oil's healthier. But tasty. It's tasty. It's going to rain again. I haven't heard a little bit of thunder. But I think it's going to rain again. We've had rain, well, 3 days. I wish I could see your all's comments. I feel lost without you. There's one. Janice says, hi from Kingston, Ontario, Canada, watching. Well, hi, Janice. Hello, everyone. Liz. Okay, we've got 2, 3. I cook cheese and chicken enchiladas. Summer, are those rolled up in a 9x13? Is that what you're talking about? Cheesy chicken and I've had recipes on those. I've made those before. I never laugh at 6 a.m., Lori. I don't think I laugh. I'm up. I'm glad to get coffee. I would laugh at 6 a.m., but normally I'm just quiet for a minute. Have a blessed evening, John. You too, Delina. Virginia, we're back to watching. Virginia Johnson, I don't know what you might have commented, Christy, but it says just watching again. I'll have to flip it over, give it a second, flip it back. I hope all the comments are on the actual video when we get through, so I can see what y'all did say. All right, folks. Maybe it's a Facebook glitch. I don't think I've done anything different. I have. Mercy. I don't know what it could be. Anyway, we're going to head on out. We're going to say goodbye, and for Mama, we'll say good night, Mama, and God bless y'all. Have a great evening, and Lord willing, we'll see you tomorrow. If Mama's not back tomorrow night, she's coming back Friday because it was only 3 or 4 days and a couple of 3 nights. I just didn't pay attention to all the details. All I need to know is where to drop her off. I like to kind of know, I know what area she's in, and I kind of like to know what she's going to be doing that day, but it's not a necessity. I just want her to have fun. Whatever she does, have fun. And then, of course, I want to know where to pick her up and what time. That's it. And sometimes those things vary. They have, Anyhow, y'all have a blessed night. Find just something good to eat. Make you some memories tonight. Whatever this thing here is really called. If you got some leftover pot roast, or even maybe deli roast, or chicken, make you a quesadilla, enchilada, or whoop you up some fajitas, like this kind of is in the vein of, but not exactly. Y'all have a blessed night. Lord willing, we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for putting up with me, and thank you for being here, even though Mama ain't going to be here. But she is on her way, and I'm sure she'll be ready for some mashed potatoes. Every trip she goes on, the first thing she wants, I want me some homemade mashed potatoes. So I'm sure we'll be cooking up a storm this weekend. Probably tomorrow night or Friday night, whenever she's getting back. Depends on what time she gets back. It's maybe too late to cook for her, but next couple of nights we'll be having some sides. And one of them will be mashed potatoes. I can guarantee you that. For what she'll want. Y'all have a blessed day and enjoy yourselves. God bless y'all. Bye-bye.